Welcome to the Cheyenne Police Department's online reporting service. In this tutorial, we will cover what crimes can and cannot be reported online and the process of completing the online report. If this is an emergency, please call 911 immediately. If it is not an emergency but you still require immediate assistance, please call our dispatch center at 307-637-6525. To file a report online, visit www.cheyennepd.org and select the Online Reporting tab on our homepage. After arriving on our Report a Crime page, please read through the information on the page before submitting your report. Only certain crimes can be reported through our online service. Felonies or crimes involving estimated values of over $1,000 cannot be filed online. Always call 911 if a crime is in progress, someone is hurt or threatened, a weapon was used or threatened, or you can provide information about who may have committed the crime. Filing a report online is in lieu of an officer responding to take a report. If you feel an officer needs to come out and take a report, please call our dispatch center at 307-637-6525. Also, filing a false report is a crime. Before filing a report online, be sure to gather all the information needed to complete your report. This includes when the crime happened, where it happened, who is reporting the crime, what happened, and the details of the incident. After gathering all required information, scroll down to the bottom of the page to see the list of crimes that can be reported online. Credit card fraud, graffiti that is not gang-related, littering, improper disposal, theft from vehicle, destruction of motor vehicle, harassing phone calls, lost or found property, destruction of property, identity theft, and theft are all crimes that can be reported online. As part of this scenario, we will file a vandalism report. In this case, I will select the destruction of property link. After clicking on the link, another window will appear. This page includes all the crime types that can be reported online, as well as a definition and an example of each crime. After reviewing the definitions and examples, I've determined that a vandalism of a vehicle would fit better under the destruction of motor vehicle category as opposed to the destruction of property category. So I will select the crime that I want to report, scroll to the bottom, and click Start Report. The next window will allow you to select a report type. There are 3 report types you can select. The original report type is if this is the first time a report is being filed for this incident. The next report type is a supplemental. This is if you are adding information to a previous report which was submitted online. In this case, you will include your original report number. The third report type is also a supplemental and is if you are adding information to a previous report which was reported to an officer. In this case, you will provide the original report number and the name of the officer who you filed the report with, if known. The next page will allow you to select whether you are filing a report for yourself or on behalf of your agency or business. In this case, I will select Individual. On this page, you will enter your personal information. For the sake of time, I've already filled in the required information for our report. When entering your personal information, please ensure that you review it for accuracy before submitting. Double check that your email address is correct, as this is where your report confirmation will be sent. Please fill in as much information as possible. Under the resident status, there are several different options you can choose. Please select the option which applies to you. You can still file an online report regardless of the option selected, as long as the crime occurred within the city limits. In this case, I will select that I am a resident within the city limits. All entries with a red asterisk are required before the report can be submitted. Remember, this is your personal information, not information pertaining to the crime. Next, you will be asked to enter the location and time of the crime. In our scenario, the vehicle was vandalized while parked on the street in front of my home. In this example, I will select the Click Here if the same as home address link, because the crime occurred in front of my home. Next, I will select the time frame of the crime. In this example, I will select the last time I saw the vehicle undamaged, which we are going to say is Saturday, November 16th, at 10:15 p.m. and select the date. For the incident end time, I will select when I discovered the vehicle damaged, which would have been November 18th on that Monday at 2:35 in the afternoon. Under location type, I will select highway, road, or alley because the vehicle is parked on the road. In this scenario, you may be tempted to select residence or home, but the crime did not happen in the home or in the residence. It was actually outside on the roadway. This next screen will require we enter vehicle information. This is required because we are reporting a destruction of motor vehicle crime. In this case, I've entered in my vehicle information as well as the estimated damage value. Now remember, if the damage value is going to be more than $1,000, you cannot file this report online. Also, you will need to fill in your vehicle license plate and state of issuance. Next is the narrative page. This is where you will have the opportunity to explain the details of the crime, such as what the damage is. Was it spray painted, keyed, were the windows shot out of your vehicle? Where the damage is located on the vehicle. Was it the driver's window? Was it the passenger side of your vehicle that was painted? And any other details that you want to include. Here you are typing in the same information you would tell a police officer who came to your house. If you discover additional details after you submit the report, you can always submit a supplemental report to the original report. Finally, you will have a chance to review your report prior to submission. Here you can verify all your information. If you find information that needs to change, you can select these modified links on the different categories that you need to change. If everything appears correct and is accurate, in the bottom of the page you can hit the Submit Report. Upon completion of this report process, you will see the words, "Your online police report has been submitted," and this shows that your police report is complete. You will also be given a police report case number, and you will be able to print a copy of the police report to keep for your records. After your report has been submitted, it will be reviewed by the Cheyenne Police Department. You will then receive an email. The email will notify you that your report has been accepted but requires additional information, or that your report was rejected. If your report was accepted, no additional action is needed. If you discover additional information, you can submit a supplemental report through our online service. If your report was accepted but requires follow-up, additional information will be included in the email with instructions. If your report was rejected, you will need to contact the Cheyenne Police Department at 307-637-6525. The most common reason for rejections is that the report cannot be filed online. For example, reporting a $5,000 ring has been stolen is not something that can be filed online because its value is over $1,000. Another example would be reporting a vehicle crash under the destruction of motor vehicle or destruction of property category. At this time, vehicle crashes cannot be filed online. This concludes the online reporting tutorial. If you have any questions, please call 307-637-6500. Thanks.